There is one skill that if you learn how to do it, I promise you that your pronunciation in English is going to change forever. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another new video and welcome back to the English speaking series in 6 months. So if you don't know me and you're new to this channel, my name is Ines, and what I do in this channel is that I help you learn how to speak English fluently, comfortably, with tips, methods, advice. So if you are interested, don't forget to subscribe in my channel because I'm doing an English speaking series in 6 months where I'm giving you step by step lessons and methods and advice how you can advance quickly and be finally able to speak English. Before starting, you guys, if you are someone who is really interested in learning how to speak English and maybe needs it urgently for your job, your studies, or maybe you're gonna move, you're gonna travel. So actually, I have a school online called Languages for a Better Life where you can absolutely learn and practice with a teacher. She is going actually to give you a personalized program based on your level and also your goals. So based on these two things, the teacher is going to make for you a personalized program that you are going to follow with her step by step, and inshallah you're going to be finally able to speak English. So if you are interested and you live in France, or because our school is based in France, so if you live in France, in Europe, or in any developed country, the price is going to be very interesting for you. So yeah, don't forget to click right here. And also something very important is that the first session is for free. And the first session is going to be with me. I'm going to discuss with you and to see your goals and why do you want to learn English. And we're gonna set a program for you together and you are going to start with us. Yeah, don't forget to click in this link below if you are interested. And if you remember well, we are on the 3rd episode of speaking English in 6 months. So the first episode was about the mindset. The second one was about confidence and not being being afraid of doing mistakes. If you didn't watch it, please watch those two episodes so that you can understand this one, all right? So in today's episode, which is the 3rd episode, we're going to talk about a very important skill and also to tell you that we're right now into practicing the language, all right? Now I'm going to give you the method that we do in our school, all right? So the first skill is reading. Yes, if you are searching to enhance and have this better pronunciation in English, reading is going really to help you. But not just reading like that. I'm going to give you 4 important points so that you can follow step by step how to practice reading in English. I just want to tell you that reading really helped me to get a better pronunciation, and from my experience when I was in the middle school, around 12 to 14 years old, I really liked reading. And I think that, I don't know if you remember or not, but I was telling you that I was reading over and over a speech of Martin Luther King, which was, I have a dream. Because I'm a dreamer and, I like to dream about big things and big goals. So I felt that that speech was for me. And this is why actually I was reading it over and over. And with the time, I just noticed that my pronunciation just got better and better. But I wasn't just reading this speech. I actually like reading. I like reading, especially in English, because the pronunciation for me is everything, and I really like it. So yeah, this is for the short story. First step that I recommend you to do, and that I was doing over and over, is reading out loud. You have to read out loud. Do not read like just with yourself silently, because you're not going to be able to notice how you're pronouncing words, right? Or are you reading fast? Are you reading slowly? And also there is, there is a way of reading. I really like to respect the full stops, the commas. Like I really like to respect everything about reading. And once you respect that, the reading is going to be so flawless and so great. And I think also because I learned tajweed. Okay, this is not about English. I learned tajweed, and in tajweed, like reading the Quran, you learn how to respect letter by letter, and how to respect stopping in every, when you have a pause, you have to pause. You do not have the right to pass that pause. So I think that reading the Quran and, the tajweed specifically really helped me to know the value of the full stops and the commas. So try to respect those things, and you will see how the reading will come up so perfect. So coming back to reading out loud, don't be afraid. Again, it is related with the last episode. I told you to not be afraid of doing mistakes, right? So you're going to do your best, and you're going to read out loud. If you're at home, nobody is going to judge. Nobody is going to judge you. So just try your best to read out loud, and don't worry if you're not reading well, because me too, it took me so much time to read and to get this, this great level. And this is why I always regret to not being with a teacher. And this is why actually my school have been created to actually be with a teacher, because you're going to save so much time. The teacher is going to tell you this is not how do we pronounce this word, and she's going to correct you and to be nice with you. So I think you're going to advance just more quickly than ever. So yeah, and also by reading out loud, you're going to know yourself. Do you have a great level, or are you not that good in it, And also we have to face our difficulties, okay? We have to admit that we're not good at that thing in order to advance. Because if you do not admit it yourself, you're not going to advance, because you're not admitted that you are actually bad at it, right? So I really like to talk about psychology and the mindsets and what is going through it. But yeah, everything starts right here, you guys. So after reading out loud, there is a second step. The second step is about underline and outline the vocabulary that you didn't understand. So now you're reading that documentary or that text, and of course, for sure, there are some words and expressions, vocabulary that you didn't understand. Now, what I want you to do, that once, when you're reading out loud, you can repeat if you want, repeat the text and try to underline the words and the expressions you didn't understand. So that in the second step, you're going to search about them. Yes, you're going to search about the meaning of those words. Now, listen to me carefully because I'm going to explain some things for free and very, very important. Remember that I told you that learning takes some time, all right? So I want you to learn things very good, not just like that, So this is why I'm giving you those steps. Now you underlined those words. I want you to write them, all right? List them and write them into your copybook. And what you're going to do is to go into internet and search about their meaning. Now, do not search about the meaning just of the word. Search about the meaning of the word in context or the expression in context. That's why I told you to learn. If you remember my last videos, I told you to learn by chunks and not by word. What are chunks? Chunks are just simply phrases. You're going to learn by phrases and sentences and expressions and not by words. Because every single word in English has a lot of meanings. So if you just learn the word just like that without learning it in context, it is going to be so difficult for you because you're going to find it in so many contexts. And for you, that word means just this thing. But actually, no, this word can mean a lot of things in different contexts. So there are a lot of websites, I think like Cambridge in the website of Cambridge University, or just write the word or the expression saying in context. Let me give you an example. So I remember that I gave you an example about the word up. Up. So up means ila al-a'la, right? But if you just learn just this one meaning, you're totally wrong because you're going to find, for example, the expression or this chunk, what's up? What's up? And what's up doesn't mean like ila al-a'la or something like that. No. And we have up, but it doesn't mean this thing because it depends on the context. Now, what's up is a usual meaning of كيف حالك? كيف حالك? What's up? So what's up, you're not going to say it professionally. It's more for friends and family, like what's up? Okay, so did you see? And there are many other meanings with just the word up. So this is why it is really important for you to search about the meanings and the context and just take your time. Please take your time and learn the word in each context, okay? Let's move on. Now, the third step is all about correcting your pronunciation. Correct your pronunciation. Now, if you are with a teacher, it is going to be very easy for you because she's going to correct you right away, okay? And you're going to repeat with her with the correct pronunciation. But if you are alone at home and you want to correct your pronunciation, you can write that word in, for example, Google Translation, and just click on this. You're going to see, I'm going to show you an example about how you can listen to the pronunciation.
What do you mean?
So did you see how you can correct very easily with Google Translation? And this is just a free way how to do it. So if you feel that you really do not have that great level and you're afraid of doing mistakes about pronunciation, what you can do is that you can write the whole text, yes, in Google Translation, for example. There are many others websites that you can choose, but I'm just giving you an example for free. You can write the whole text in Google Translation and click on, that voice that is going to read the whole text for you, and try to listen carefully to what the voice is saying and how the words and the expressions are pronounced. So this is the way how you're going to actually correct your pronunciation. How I was correcting my pronunciation while I was reading, I was not correcting right away, which I don't advise you to do, all right? But it's just that at that time, I didn't have any computer or any phone. So actually, I was just watching American or British films. And when I was listening to a word, like an actor pronouncing a word or an expression that feels familiar for me, like that I read it before, I just knew right away that this is how I was correcting myself by listening to the films and how actors are pronouncing words. And this is the way how I was doing it, because I didn't have any computer or any phone. But there is really the slow way. For me, it is better for you if you correct right away with your phone. Or I forget to tell you about ChatGPT also is a very great way. You tell him, hey, ChatGPT, can you correct this text for me? And you just take a picture and he's going to pronounce the whole text for you. So there is a lot of other ways how to correct your pronunciation. Now, the fourth and final step for you is to repetition. Yes. So now that you just search about the meanings of the words and vocabulary, that generally understood that document or that text, and also that the pronunciation, now what you're going to do is to repeat the whole text, and you will see that, wow, everything is more clear for you, the pronunciation is better, and also you are understanding what you are reading. So this is the 4 steps that if you're going to follow with the time, I promise you that it is going to help you to not just knowing how to pronounce words, but also to have new vocabulary and knowing how to use it in context, which means to start speaking English. So did you see how reading is important? For us in our school, we have 5 important skills that we are focused on. We are focused on reading, writing, listening, speaking, and revising the vocabulary. So actually in each session, we're going to focus in one skill. And this is the way, I'm showing you the way how our school works and how our teacher works. And also talking about the 4th step, when I'm saying repeat, you can repeat over and over and over until you get better on that document or text. It depends on your level, your patience, your motivation in a lot of things. So this is what I told you about the mindset. Yes, sometimes we are motivated, but you don't always have to rely on your motivation, because yes, it's great. You're going to be motivated in the beginning, but then your motivation is going to be lower and lower. So you have to keep going, all right? So set a task for you. If it is too much for you, like all of these 4 steps, you can divide it into 2-3 days, right? But what is really important for me is that you follow these 4 steps, because this is how you're going to transform just reading, just a skill like that into a very valuable skill and important skill for you. So as I told you, for me, that speech of Martin Luther King, I was just repeating it over and over. And when I say over and over, like it was for months, I think. Like I remember every single day when I was I finish school and I finish my homeworks, I was just come back into that speech. Coming back into that speech. And so this is why I get better and better and better at it. So yeah, and something that I didn't say also, please pick a text or a document that you are interested in. If you like cooking, search about something that you can read about cooking so that you can learn some vocabulary about cooking. If you like cars, if you like science, politics, I don't know, you can search about things that you're interested in, because this is the thing that really is going to motivate you to read and to search more about, because you're interested. All right, you guys, this is the end of the video. I hope that you like it and you liked this skill. Tell me in the comments if you were thinking that like reading is not important and that you didn't see reading in this like how I told you. So please tell me in comments. I want to see them. I want to read them all. And also I read all of your comments in the last video. Thank you so much for supporting me. I love you so much. And I just forgot to tell you that I'm doing a course this month. I didn't set the date yet, but it's going to be probably in the weekend, which means Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to do some groups for speaking, all right, for our students of school and for non-students. If you are not a student of our school but you want to join our group to practice the language, you are very welcome. And the price is just 15 euros per hour, 15 euros. So if you're really interested, don't forget to click on the link below, and I will be so delighted to see you and to discuss more about you and your goals, and it's gonna be very fun. So if you liked this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe into our channel so that our family grows. And I'm going to see you. Goodbye. مع السلامة.